All right, here we go. Sorry, it took a little bit longer than I thought. Just had to cook chicken. Want to make sure, chicken was cooked all the way through. You didn't want, because chicken can be very finicky. And don't cook it all the way through. You end up with, the mud butt special, and I don't want that. So, here we are, back again. Yay. Today, why you gotta do me like that, man? There we go. All right, so today we're gonna be streaming We Who Are About to Die, which, if I recall correctly, is a game about gladiator combat where you play as a gladiator. It's like a roguelike. It's you play as a gladiator and you go as far as you can, and then your dude dies, and you carry over like gold or something, and you equip your second guy and you go as far as you can. Kind of like I don't know. You're more like a manager of gladiators than an actual gladiator itself. It was. I saw this on another guy's stream, Splattercat Gaming, I think. Splattercat, something like that. His streams are usually really fun, so I watched it, saw it there, and I was like, oh, this looks really interesting, and had some extra cash from the holidays, so I figured I'd give it a try. So here we are, while I eat barbecue chicken and cream corn. Yay. So you're going to watch me fail a lot, more than likely. Would you, cat? I swear to God. Rome, or some other ancient civilization that used slaves and. Oh, it doesn't look like Rome because of all the hats. The hats do not look Roman, like in the slightest. But I'm going off of traditional Roman and not actual Rome, so I could be wrong. Destined for glory or blood. Fancy. Welcome to Tarantia, aspirant. Behold our god of blood and combat. He's like chilling. Lean back, pro- feet propped up. As an offering, Tarantia was built, city of wine and games, city of 1,000 arenas. My name is Jeridas. I was once like you. I retired, and now I refresh sacrificials and hosts. I train fresh sacrificials and hosts games. Alright. On these training grounds, you'll learn the basics of combat. Train well, and maybe you'll make it through, like I did. That's what the aspirants aspire toward, or don't, and become part of the regular blood sacrifice. Okay. Move with the WASD, like usual. Okay. It's a unique combat system. Skip this training, and you'll find yourself having a bad time flailing around in deadly high pressure combat. I mean, probably. I'll probably be flailing around in high pressure combat even if I take the tutorial. Oh, this is my dude here. Camera controls. Alright. Scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in. X, auto cams. R, okay. Alright, cool. You face the cursor. Hold shift to sprint. Oh shit. Good movement and distance will keep you alive. Don't stand too close when attacking. You can move the cursor near you to aim down and far from you to aim upward. Aim down. Aim up. Okay. Click and drag and enter to any additional attack. Alright. Calm control drags work best. After attacks lock after 1 second. Hold an attack for a bit for best effect. Alright. To stab, click. Just click. Okay. Hold Alt to guarantee a stab. Hold control to guarantee overhead slash. Alright. Okay. Oh. There's money on the ground. Alright, click and hold with a shield or weapon to block. Click near shield to pick it up. Okay. Oh. Press F for holding the shield to perform a shield bash. While shieldless, you will perform a less powerful kick. Shields can break. Okay. Press tab, target the nearest enemy. Pressing again will switch to the second closest enemy. Press V, cycle between all. Alright. Press X to untarget. Alright. Alright, health and stamina. Health is red, stamina is blue. Okay. Max stamina goes down as you take damage. Stamina regen is affected by your equipment. Okay. Very little stamina. Your abilities get better the more you use them. Okay. When blocking without a shield, press and click and hold the right mouse button by hovering cursor over your enemy. Okay. Okay. I was missing all this coins that were just on the ground, so I'm just picking it all up because, why not? Alright, dashing. Wait, hold on. Alright, dropping. Chris, Q to drop your Q, E, hoop. Two-handed weapon. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So, close. Sparring practice. Hit any other Spider-Man start a fight. Drop your weapon to end a fight. You cannot die or kill anyone here, rather unfortunately, so don't worry. When you feel confident in abilities to attack, start your debut fight. Okay. Pick up all this money on the ground. So now I just pick a weapon. I want... I don't think I'm very good at it. I think I'm going to be flailing around like a madman. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do something dumb. Woo! Welcome to your debut fight. I just throw in weapons and armor. Survive. Oh shit! I can hit off. Okay. The spectacle is about to begin? What? Oh shit. I kill that guy? Okay, now he's dead. Kill that guy. I just realized I don't have a shield. Oh. Heyo. This guy? Yay, we won! Okay. Reward. Many versus many, level 1 versus to level 2. You won favor with Juritis. You lost favor with everybody else. 6 kills. Damage dealt. 7 realities. Team damage dealt. 13. Equipment multiplier. Audience favor. Fame base. To here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Hello. Jordy here. Welcome to We Who Are About to Die. I'm going to sacrifice a few gladiators to the early access Jank gods. Alright. Okay. If something janky happens, go to the Discord, report it. Gotcha. Okay. This is your first time as an aspirant. Your Skolo has gifted you a free shield and sword. Dope. Maximum health, maximum stamina, stamina regen, weapon deficiencies. Meh. Looks like I'm very proficient in spear usage. Okay. You are Knife Barrelor, professional aspirant. I'm just this and this. You are professionally aspiring to be something. That just seems dumb. Challenge level 1 skull. Under the oversight of Skolo aspirants of the morrow, you have been training to be a contestant. Since you are a boy, your time to shine is finally here. Traits. Your Skolo takes 50% of all fame you earn. Dang. Starting specialist combat skills. Some starting equipment. Easier for you to win over the audience during combat. Training gear at Skolo is cheaper. Reach aspired. Alright, why not? Alright, utility menu. Manage your career. Okay, hire physician, blacksmith, set up your training, view your skills and goals, and much more. Armory. Purchase sell equipment. Manage what you bring to combat. Okay. Battle menu. Choose your next battle and go fight. Alright. Shop with new ever after every match. Reroll all shop items. Sell rate and shop discount markup. If any, your gold and your fame. Random shop item. Total stamina, regeneration debuff, name, rank, and health. Okay. Tutorial overlay. Additional inventory slots. Alright. And get a new shield, new Okay, so I don't have anything here. Everything else I have quote-unquote equipment on. Okay. What happens in the utility menu? Mission will heal you for 25 to 35 health. Each next procedure with this week gets more expensive and less effective. Manage your training and upgrade. Go to upgrades that lasts for the current run. Alright. Skills grow faster. Don't skip training early on. Be wise to prioritize stamina. Skills, levels, status for patrons. Review run statistics. Review backstory and traits. Review activate victory condition. Okay, cool. Alright. Normal, and it'll take 3 training gear. Jesus. Need 2,000 fame, which I don't have. Okay, so utility, promoters. Promoter use the budget spread of your achievement spec 354,000 once per week. Repair stuff, fundraise. Spend 1,000 fame, get at least 150 gold. Shop order. Attempt to bribe a patron to increase your favor. You may assess your chances. Please enter a bribe amount below and assess to receive information. Okay, that's what that does. No idea. No, no, don't want to do any of that. Reveal new item. Okay. You can get a reinforced that can afford none of it, so buy or hold this item the shopkeep has presented to you this week. Hover over the icon enough to see what's stats and preview. Purchase equipment, make sure. Yeah. Have the shopkeeper keep an item in the back which will not refresh next week. You must re-enable holding every week. Alright. 112, 75, 8, 40. Alright. This is... My right leg and my left leg are different. Okay. 34% armor instead of 5% armor. 66 HP versus 18. Basic Daka. And small bronze trident. Okay. Alright, interesting. Okay, let's go for it, shall we? Alright, reroll current match options, reveal all current match options. This is potential match option for you to fight next round. Level 1, mini versus mini. Level of difficulty of the current match, bracket or match type. Estimated participants, hover over for more information. Match information and traits. Match rewards, match revealing, and reveal level. On the battle menu, you can review your options, choose your next match, and go to battle. Concept, brackets. The brackets, match types such as 1v1, mini versus mini, each level up in difficulty with every victory in that bracket. If your aspirant ranks up, all brackets at lower level increase to your level. Bracket levels can never be lower than your aspirant's rank. Okay. This could be anything. You would get a bunch of money and fame. You actually get less money. You actually get more money for doing this. You get 10% of gold reward is invested into your next character. So it's a future thing. Okay, that's kind of neat. You have these two. This is me versus a pit slave, and this is me, pit slave, versus two other pit slaves. Hmm. Let's do this one. See what happens. We look like we're fighting in a pit, like a pigsty, really. I broke his weapon. Oh shit. Okay, I sliced off his head. I will take it. The audience is leaving a positive review. Nice. Base gold, reward, base fame, kills, total damage dealt. Okay, audience favor. 3. I got a negative 0.4, so I get this. Okay, dope. Every match is the city is hosted by a patron. Fight for them and earn favored, or ignore them and lose it. Patron favor influences the likeliness of impactful positive or negative events with that patron. Focus on training skill and Skolo for Geridas Lacarius, Valerius Pouch Aurum is the gold guy. Maza, the Empress Mangadi, is fame and influence. And Alora Inuthuialas, focus on information and relationships. Okay. Okay. Gold fame received. You have earned. Alright. Rank up. Choose where all brackets below rank 2 have increased to 2. All skills have increased by 1. Plus 100 to all next characters. Or frying pan. Bonus damage versus. It's a frying pan! Let's do that one. Alright, after your battle, you take some time to recover and recover 2 health points. Your health is now at 100. Alright, cool. The plague, a strange ailment has stricken the city. It seems many tarantulas have turned a slight shade of purple. All Skolo physicians have been called to aid the populace by imperial decree. No physician will be available this week unless some strings are pulled. Let's... Okay. What we got? A small hammer or a fur-rimmed Santa? 6%, 16%. It's poop compared to what I currently have. Small hammer is 24 and 18. I mean it's technically it's a it's a little better. A little worse, a little better. It's the exact same, so there's nothing. Oh, I can just give myself. I can have a slave collar, worn cloak, worn long cloak, flared hood, a sash looks dumb, a regular cloak, a long cloak, a bear fur cloak. How do I rotate my guy? There we go. A wolf fur cloak, a wool. That doesn't make any sense. How can you have a a wool fur cloak? A lion cloak, obviously, is pretty dope. Kind of a small looking lion, though. A leopard cloak. A scarf. And a half cloak. Give me the slave collar. Why not? We'll go into some BDSM stuff going on here. Wait, hold on. No, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go, yeah, back here. Alright. Stamina. Alright. Invest in your skull in this until starting next turn. Unionized. Okay. Focus on, I guess, I don't know, shield skill? Why not? 4 trading gear. Alright. You keep whatever weapon or shield you exit the arena with. Okay. Mini versus minis, 2v2. Pit slaves and criminals. Alright. Or all your equipment's durability will be maintained during this match. Or this looks like 4v4. 3 civilians, some criminals, and a pit mace man. Hmm. Okay. Huh. Alright. These two are essentially the same. I kind of want to do this one. Mini versus mini, and you take home whatever you pick up. I want that dude's mace. Flail. That dude just has a club with freaking spikes on it. Oh yeah, cut that dude's head off. Oh yeah. Dope. I kind of didn't pick anything up, but I also didn't want anything on any of this. 2 kills, damage dealt, team damage dealt, surviving allies. We got, alright, yeah, plus 16 to him, plus 7 to her, but minus 9 to both of these. Alright, okay. I'll take it. Try to enjoy dying in your next match. Okay. After your battle, you take 12 hit points to your health. 95. First visit to the Fishing is free, covered by your Scolo. Go to the career menu and visit the Fishing under utility tab. Immortalize. Alright. Lady approaches you. Okay. Pictures a grand, impressive statue built after your image and maybe spent slightly too long describing certain specific parts of the statue. You're not sure. Statue is to be displayed publicly in honor of the games. It would get the entire district speaking of you. The total cost on your end would amount to about 3,000 gold. Alright, we have a sturdy shield. Pauldron? Pauldron? Burp. Has less HP, but less stamina generation, better fade multiplayer, better armor. This is just a thing I already have. I can get a... Oh, I like the helmet. It looks cool. 30% armor, 90 HP, 6... Ooh, Okay. I can't... Ooh, it's 9,000 gold, though? Jesus Christ. Why not? I'll take that. Alright, how do I sell stuff? Yeah. Okay. And I can get, this. Ooh, that looks dope. But my stamina regen would suck. Ooh. Alright, let's increase stamina and shield. So that'll do that. Alright. Wait, what was that? I saw... Okay, I'm just seeing shit, I think. Alright. Oh yeah, durability is maintained. All aspirants go to the battle without weapons. Weapons are provided by the public. Oh my god. You know, 1v1. Mini versus mini. 3 versus 1. Me versus Pit Slave. I kind of want to do this one. It just seems like it'd be... There's betting. Okay, interesting. None of those bets that I was willing to take, because if I'm doing 1v1, how the hell am I going to get 3 kills? Oh, we're doing it in the Grand Villa, which is interesting little place. Oh, look, I've got like scale mail. Fancy. Alright, cool. I pick up this. I pick up... Ah, shit. I cut him in... Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Go, we got 14 here, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. But we get a bunch here. This guy, minus 2, da, da, da. Alright, cool. Levels, all bracket levels below your rank 3 have been increased to 3. All skills have increased by 1. I can have movement skill or throwing skill. Movement skill. Alright. I can get some padded footwear. I can get a better shield. Alright, it lessens my fame loss, but can't afford it. And this, another trident looking thingy. Piercing normal, 65, 100. Okay. 80 of 100. Wow. Ranged. Stamina regen and fame multiplier. Hmm. A blacksmith or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. My shield's gonna break. Basically. And I can have the pouch, which is 1v1. Or I can get this, which is... I don't know, reveal something about it. Mini versus 1. Very difficult. Level 2, 1v1. So... I don't want to do this. I'm pretty sure I will die doing this. Do the pouch. Let's do the pouch. Let's get money. Out in the middle of the market square. It seems... Well, that just seems unfair. And he just straight up breaks my fucking shield. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Suck it. 8. Let's see. Plus 19, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. Okay. And I get a good bit of fame. Awesome. Yeah, I need to go heal probably. The city of Torrentia has been called upon to deliver weapons and armor to the Imperial war effort. This week, there is a shortage on all equipment, causing prices to increase. Shop costs are increased by 50%. Ow. But this is a purple rank. Ooh, masterwork, cage helm. Can I afford it? Hell no. Does it look? It looks funky. It looks almost useless. Like this would destroy your peripheral. You have no peripheral vision. You are literally just running at your opponent. I have one right leg that is super arm. Oh, it's just bronze. Pauldron for my other arm. I need. I need a flippin' padded coif. Oh my god. How is the armor rating so much higher though? Uh okay. Let me see here. Oh, this is where the repair dumb. Um dumb. Oh god, it's all mini versus mini. Oh, pit fight is a free for all? No, it's groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 guys divided into 6 groups of 3 fighting each other. Tips that go towards vested in your next character. Okay. Mini versus mini here. Which is like a 7v7, and this is a 4v4. I kind of want to do this, because it just seems like it'd be fun. What kind of bets we got? 200 damage to teammates? No. Survive with 60% health? Maybe. 3 throwing damage kills, 2 dismemberments. Nah. Let's do the pit fight in the pits. 18 motherfuckers in. Ooh. Ew, it looks disgusting. Let's go. I can't back up, so once you go forward enough, you're just kind of stuck there. Yeah, lop off his head, pick up his shield. What I'm talking about. Stab a motherfucker. Uh. I ain't got no stamina. I bet dude's head off. Yeah. I bet dude's head off. That dude's dead. Alright, he's dead. Alright, cool. Alright, so. Come on. I don't have a shield. Ah! I kind of just snuck up behind him and smacked him in the back of the head. I got 8 kills. 1 surviving ally. Got plus 16 to the Zeus. Minus 3 across the board. Yeah. Rank up. Plus 7 movement skill. Plus half for all next characters. Ooh. My dear boy. Okay. Oh, hehe, how nice to meet you. I saw you fight and I must say I was very entertained. Hehe. You did very well. Yes, yes. Good work. Quite strong. Alright. I'll give you the information of my promoter. Contact her and we'll set something up at my expense. Oh wow, promotional campaigns will exchange gold for fame at a ratio of 1 to 1. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, dude, I need a shield. I don't want this kind of shield, but I'll take it because I ain't got one. What we got? Alright. Slightly better foot. Goofy ass hat. Tabard and mail. 55 from 10, 45 from 30. Kind of dope looking though. 25 and 18. Speed is a little slower, its reach is the same. Always decapitates or dismembers when possible. That's dope. Alright. I'll get my first free healing. Not gonna lie, I kinda like this, but I kinda wanna reroll, so I'm gonna reroll. See what we got now. We get a lot of we get the straw hat. We're gonna have an iron chromo or a Miradon militia mala. We have a mace or a sword. It's faster and slightly more range. Can I afford it? Yeah, I can afford it. I kind of want this. Alright, so if I... Alright. We'll have that. Show me the money. Arena tabard, which is... What we got? Durability. Looks good on most things. Alright. Alright. So we can go a pit fight, 4 teams of 4. All your equipment's durability will be maintained during this match, plus something else. A shrouded match, where you can learn nothing. Or a mini versus mini, which is looks like 2v2 for a bunch of money. So what are we thinking? I'm thinking 2v2 maybe? What are my bets? 300 damage, 10 damage, 100 public favor, 400 damage, 3 dismemberment. I could do 3 dismemberments, but I'd have to do pit fighting. I kind of want to do this. I also want to do this, though. I want to do this one. I'ma do this one. I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, we're in this place again. Yeah, prestigious. Okay, okay. Joridus. Let's go. Open the door. I can't back up during this scene. I can only go forward and left and right a little bit. Yeah, I'm special. Cool, I killed guy. Oh, take his head off. Did my sword break? My sword broke. I cut that dude's head off and my sword broke. What the fuck? Alright, kill that guy. I was disarmed again? What the shit? Oh, I'm gonna actually get my ass kicked. Ah! No! Ah, I went down. Damn. Oh. Poop. That was fun though. 5 victories, 25 kills, 1,400 damage dealt, 233 damage taken, 13,000 gold earned, 6,000 fame earned. Fatality. Invest the gold. Your next character will receive 495 gold. Okay. You are Mungo Anthros, a former soldier. Challenge level 3. You are a retired soldier, having fought valiantly in many battles at the height of Hanian expansion. You managed to escape an early grave. Years later, the skill in combat is not entirely gone, and you have chosen to revisit combat in the arena one last time to secure a solid retirement. 120 health, 106 stamina, 35% stamina regen. You have a 12 in basically everything. Wow, okay. Some skills from your former profession. Some starting equipment from your former profession. 1,100 gold, 1,700 fame, maximum health. Oh, okay. Retire having saved enough gold. Get 100,000 gold. Alright. Wow. You've actually got, like, armor. Aged Miradon militia stuff. Okay. This is an iron daka. It's a two-handed sword. Blood fodder. I'm wearing yeah. Look at my free health thing. Oh god, my training gear. Stamina and yeah. Alright. Let's go. Mini versus mini, mini versus mini. Da. Let's do this one. Do 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 do. Alright, it's 3 versus 3. Alright. First blood. Oh wait, I was disarmed. That guy's dead? Alright, cool. Alright, he's dead. There, I cut his head off. You happy? I was struggling. I don't know why I was struggling, but I was struggling. I get a plus 9 to him, a minus 3 to everybody. Oh wow. Cool. Yep. An old scarred man clad in wealthy, colorful clothes visits the Skolo with his entourage, clearly taking liking to you upon interest investing in your Skolo and his ospreys. The boss and his lackeys approach you to give you an offer you can't refuse. Listen, kid, you left a good impression on your last fight. My family has a good sense for these things. Take this coin, get some equipment for care, and do well. It'll be a win-win. You make money, I make money. Okay. This guy gave me money. Why? The big ass Spartan shield. It looks dope. What, look at this. Why is it? What the hell? Why is it like bent? Oh, it's like a paring knife or a knife. It's like an upside down katana. What in the hell? Alright. Whatever, man. I guess two-handed sword. Mini vs. Mini, wild card, or a pit fight. Let's do the pit fight. Alright. Like 5 of us, I think. It's 4 or 5. Oh, there's more than just 5. Alright, cool. Just go in, kill a guy. I'm gonna kill this dude. I don't have any stamina. Yep, killed a guy. Cut his head clean off. Hate crime. Killed that. Oh, cut that dude in half. Cut that dude's head off. Stab that guy. Cut that guy's head off, I think. Alright, that dude's dead. Where's my mouse? Alright. Alright, he's dead. Last guy. He's got a big old fucking scimitar. Alright, he's down. Yay. Yay, everybody, we won! Alright. 6 kills. Alright. Got plus 11 to Mazza, minus 3 across the board. Alright. I can have one-handed axe or take that one. A bunch of gold or 10 XP. Let's take the gold. The man, the myth, creative spectator, told tale of your last fight. Oh, hey, you actually did remember a day. To say the tale was heavily embellished is to put it lightly. By the time the story was retold 4 times, commoners were describing you as half-man, half-beast, mythological creature, demigod, and a reincarnation of the Emperor himself. You gain 1,000 fame. Okay. That's pretty deep. I have a shield. Basic sword. Shield. Nothing really special. I'm gonna unlock this so I can equip 2 things if I wanted to. And I don't really need to hire anybody. Do 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 do. Alright. Let's see here. Mini versus mini, mini versus mini. Look at the draw. Esper's going without weapons. Weapons provided by the public. Ugh. Ugh. There's 2 of those. And this one's just a big fight. Mm. Why not? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what random bullshit happened. Was that a world map? Alright, we have prestigious and look at the draw. Okay. And it's a lot of 3v3s. A lot of 3-man teams. Let's see here. No, just have a bat. Why the, what? How? My stamina keeps going down tremendously. Okay, this weapon is trash. I don't remember how to... I don't remember how to throw my shield. That dude has a frying pan. I had an option to have a frying pan once. Yeah, cut its head off. Twisted tree line. Why does that sound familiar? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Haha. Hup. I have stamina. Oh, League? Don't play League. Get out of here with that League bullshit. Alright. Killed him. Just one guy left. Ha! Suck it. Yeah, Twisted Tree Line. Okay, that's why it sounds familiar. God, it's been years. It's been like a decade since I've played. Well, no, it's been less than a decade, but it's been like 6 years since I've played League. I don't plan on ever going back. Unless someone shows up and be like, hey, I guarantee you, you know, 10,000 followers right now if you join League. And I would be like, okay, done. But that is a golden frying pan. Uh, Alright, we have one versus many, which is me versus a bunch of dudes all at once. Or two mystery games. So the question is, which one do I want to play? Let's do the one versus many. 9,000 gold if I beat this. I'll take 9,000 gold. Whee! Look at all the dead bodies. If I had the entourage ability, I would have two guys to fight with me. But I do not have the entourage. Law is pain. Law is pain for the wrong reasons. Law is pain because... Oh, God. Get out of the way. Seriously, get the fuck out of the way. Ow. I just need to kill a couple of these guys. And the more who die, the easier it'll be. Can't let them get behind me. Yes! One down. Out of stamina again. Oh no! My sword! Yay! I thought he was dead. He's not dead. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Yay! Yay! Ha ha! Suck it! Come back. Ooh, that was rough. Wait, there was like 5 guys. I only killed 3 of them. Alright. Alright. I have a cap. I have a little hat like that. I can have a shield. Or I can have a big fancy hat. A big fancy hat. Oh, I get a big old mace. Big choppy mace. Pop. And I can stab people with it. Favor decay? No, it's mostly durability damage. Oh yeah, favor decay. It's as you compete. Each battle is hosted by a different patron, and the battles. If the patron who hosts it, you will gain favor with them, and you'll lose favor with everybody else. This thing is pretty dope. Like, it's actually faster than my current weapon, which doesn't make sense, but okay. Let's see here. Heal some. Invest a little bit. Hold on, let me see here. I might be able to like afford some of this stuff. I can get this. I can get this. I can get that. I can get that. Dope. Alright. Pit fight, level 7. 5 groups of 3 with entourage, luck of the draw, and insurance. Oh god. Yeah, this is suicide. This is also suicide. The only one that's not suicide is this one, but that's honestly it could still be suicide. So let's do that one. This game is fun. This is more fun than I thought it'd be. I picked up I picked up two games. I picked up this and I picked up another game called War Tales. So it looks like looks like it's kind of like Bannerlord or something. So it's also in early access, but it looks like it'll be fun. So I'll give that a try. And then Nick got me Cult of the Lamb, so I might pick that. I might give that a try at some point, so I can start a cult with everybody. It's always fun. Quit throwing cabbage. This dude's getting fucked up. Yeah, he did. He didn't block anything. Slash, she didn't have any armor. One of the two. Back away. Regen some. Alright, he went flying. Oh, he did. Broke his shield. There we go. Alright. Yeah. I got 4 kills. Nice. Ah, went up to Maza. Okay. Yeah, and in this favor decay, and each one gives you different benefits. Like, the green one is all about fame, which is, this. The red one is about training and making your skills better. The yellow one is about gold, and the purple one is about, like, relationships and spying and stuff. Alright, I can get 2 free. Ooh. Yeah. What we got here? A lion. Ooh, that's cool. 80%. Oh, that's a fucking amazing helmet. 80% thing with. Whew. I bet it costs every bit of money. And I get a cast iron helmet, which is not bad. Except for the stamina regen is bad. Okay, I don't want any of that. I mean, I want this, obviously. But yeah, that's good. What we got? Uh, 3 mysteries. Alright, the spy lady. Okay, this is the pouch. a 2v2 pouch match. 2v1 entourage and... Oh, that's kind of scary. Don't get a lot of gold for it, though. Mini versus mini. Huh. Hmm. Kind of want to do this one just so I can walk out with some nice weapons or something. I probably won't walk out with anything, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Is it? No, okay, I do have a guy. I could have had four, it could be 4 versus 1, but it's 2 versus 1 because I don't have the entourage thing. Because that costs a lot. Alright. This dude has a spear. Ah, that sounded bad. If I kill him... Yeah, he did. Alright, if I drop this, I'll pick up this and this. I'll pick up both. Okay. Now the question is... movement or shield? Ah! Okay. There's the drawback. It's also, whatever you drop stays there. Hmm. Let's change this to spear. Yeah. Give this a shot. Now we have prestigious on free for all, three-man free for all. We have entourage. I don't have entourage. And we have this, which is... Oh. Okay. Hmm. I'm thinking... kind of want to do this one. I'm gonna do the 1v1v1. The three-man free-for-all. See what happens. And there's a giant spinny thing in the middle. And it's got an Asian flair to the arena. That's different. Very Asian-y, but this is very much not an Asian thing. Right? Maybe? Did they start doing? I mean, in theory, if I just let them kill each other. Alright. Regain stam. Alright, the first guy is dead. Ayo! Yeah. If that thing was made out of blades, that'd probably be what it was. 3 men enter, no men leave. Alright. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, plus 19 to him, minus 3 here, here, and here. So the only one I don't have good relationship with right now is Juritis, whatever the hell his name is. Free match reroll or bunch of gold. Take the gold. Alright, the newest renovated Grand Tarantian bathhouse has begun construction. Tradition, Skolo, and their aspirants are volunteered to help in the heavy lifting and basic construction of this high-end bathhouse. Largest monument of luxury in all of the Empire, to be used by the very rich and ultra-rich. How will your day of forced labor go? Put your back into it. Plus 6% favor, minus 35% health, plus 8 max stamina. Okay. I'll take it. What we got? Okay. Kind of goofy looking armor. A hammer. Faradaka is it's a halberd. Farajaka. It's actually a pretty dope looking halberd too. I kind of want this thing. Not for 11,000. I don't want it though. Get a fancy bronze greave on one of my legs. We will heal because healing is good. Let's see here. 4, we'll set, we'll invest some gold. And my next guy, yeah. And now it's just good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right. This is the last one. Let's do the 1v1. See what happens. This is the last one for the night. Oh, we're in the Grand Villa. The host is the relationship lady. There is no bonus thing. So here we go. We're both like armed exactly the same. Fucking quit stabbing me. Look, man. Oh, yay. Whew. For honor! Yeah, I about died out of that. Oh, that was really close to. Woohoo! If you could get away with taking his shoes, I would take his shoes. But they don't let you take anything other than the sword and shield. You descend after the last match, sit down to rest, and remove your weapons when someone nervously approaches you. I'm the biggest fan. After your last performance, I just had to slip by the gate guards and meet you. Please, take this family heirloom. It may not be much, but I want you to have it. He gives you some greaves. Yeah, I don't want your greaves. Show me, show me the money. I can get this armor here, which is pretty good armor. This armor is also pretty good armor. This armor is actually better armor. By a lot. This is amazing armor, but it's expensive. Pit pauldrons and bracer. Yep. Would you quit doing that? Small versus large. HP is about the same. Stamina, regeneration. Okay. Huh. Alright. Alright. Okay, if I took this here. Alright. I can afford that. Go back here and we'll do that for free, and we'll do that probably more than once because I got fudged up. Oh, it's after my next fight. Oh, I done fucked up. Okay. Well. Alright. Good news, everybody. I'm an idiot. Gold wreath. Alright, well, anyway, I said this was be the last one, so it's gonna be the last one. How do I... Oh, okay. Jordy LaCarrie, you're pretty cool, man. Alright, everybody. This game was awesome. This game was fun. I am definitely going to keep playing this probably next week. So, I will catch everybody tomorrow for... Tomorrow's Thursday. Oh, right. Tomorrow's Nuzlocke. We did manage to catch a Growlithe last week. So, we have a Growlithe and we have... I feel like we caught something else. Did we catch anything else? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just training up the Growlithe and we were going to go... We got Team Rocket. We have a lot of stuff to, like, train for this Growlithe. So, I think we're good. All right. I will see everybody tomorrow. This game is called We Who Are About to Die, and tomorrow we will be doing our Pokemon Red Nuzlocke, continuing it to the very end. As much of a struggle as it is sometimes. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you tomorrow.